This is Binarai. Welcome, community, to Raptoreum official weekly update. It's great to be here. Let's get this started. just about another 5 minutes and we'll get started with the stream. Hello, Raptoreum community and the wider UTXO world who are watching too. My name is Paul Mills, also known as Binarai from Raptoreum Core. And to my right, we have the almighty Hunter Schultz, who is the strategic director for the Raptoreum project. Can you hear me, Hunter?
I can hear you loud and clear.
And I can hear you as well. If someone could put in the stream party chat at the Discord that everything sounds good, that would be helpful. How are we all? How are you, Hunter?
Good. Yeah, got a lot to show. Been another good week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, since last week, I had a lost cat. The cat went missing for almost 3 days, and kids were stressing and whatever. And on the third, early on the third day, it was about 2 in the morning. I jumped over the fence next door, which is an empty house at the moment because there's new people moving in soon. And I checked the sheds and things, and I couldn't find the cat. And I was just about to leave, and I saw my cat inside their house, looking at me through the kitchen window. so I've had to deal with that, which was eventful. But now I'm literally the cat's best mate. Everywhere I go, the cat follows me. He actually wanted to come into the office with me and be part of the stream, but to its disappointment, it wasn't allowed.
Just as well.
Okay, if you are not already at our Discord, the link is at the top right of the stream. That is discord.gg/Raptoreum. Head over to there, and then head over to the stream party chat, and that's where we're going to be doing some Raptoreum rain at the end of the stream. I'm probably just going to do a bomb rather than little dribs and drabs, because I've got a lot of work to do after the stream ends. But yes, do that. Also, if you're not already on X following us, do that. That's at Raptoreum. We're also on Instagram. We're on Facebook at Raptoreum again. We're on Threads. And we're on TikTok at Official Raptoreum. And obviously, we're also right here live on YouTube. That's also at Official Raptoreum. Okay, so I'll get started with talking about the new private testing release for the wallet that myself and Yeti have been working on for, it's been quite a while now, actually. So today I spent quite a long time, and yesterday as well, getting the release together on the private repo on GitHub, and I ran into a couple of issues. One of them, namely, Mac builds wouldn't actually comply directly with the way that Macs need to have the software be put through the Apple developer accounts in order to run something. So for this initial release, there are instructions on how to get that running on a Mac. But on the final release, we'll just run it through most likely Yeti's dev account for Apple, just to get that all signed and working great. Windows installs perfectly fine. And Linux, as far as I understand it, is working as well. Have you heard anything from Paul regarding Linux? No. Okay. So I just want to touch up on some of the pointers that you probably haven't heard of in terms of the wallet. I think before I do that, I should mention that the only testers allowed to test the wallet at the moment are the people that have been previously testing with the Confetti role at our official Discord. So it will go to those first, and obviously internally as well. But then hopefully that will be it for the initial sort of testing. It has been quite a while with testing, but we're always very thorough, making sure that the end product that goes out to the world is good and solid. David's happy with it. Yeti's happy with it. Those are the two biggest mines that I was worried about. So that's a good thing, I suppose. But no doubt the testing team will probably give me some sort of list of bugs that I need to sort out before the mainnet release, and also the change of the actual repo to public. So yes, I'm going to go through some of the points that I haven't previously mentioned on these streams. I know that I've showed the actual wallet on a video and this and that. There has been a few changes since those videos that I've previously shown on this live stream, but there's nothing really to mention hugely. Okay, so the initial wallet that I received with the task at hand was to basically rebuild the code base that was there from a legacy private key structure to a HD wallet, to be compatible with the way the chain's heading and some of the compatibility properties of the Qt wallet, where people currently and mainly have their wallet addresses. So that was the task at hand, but I kind of went a bit overboard with that, and I put a ridiculous amount of work in it. I redesigned it. I made the asset sort of side of it the way I wanted to. I tried to make it the best wallet for UTXO, period. So Budweiser and Yeti has got their own themes. There's an official theme on there as well for Raptoreum, and the Binarai theme as well, which is the one that I recommend that you use if you are a confetti roll tester, or if you are a user when this testing completes. So in my opinion, the wallet, it pushes UTXO in ways that it hasn't been done before, both visually and in terms of function. One of the main things to mention is that this wallet works locally, but in a remote stance. When I say that, I mean the functionality of the wallet doesn't require a sync. There are options in the wallet to use your own local node to operate the wallet, and those functions can be tweaked in the settings, but as default, it works straight out of the box on Windows, on Mac OS, and also Linux as well. And yeah, it's great. That there are very strict RPCs that I was given for the remote RPC server that Charlie deployed, and I've created the transaction formulation and the way it signs it in a way that is both secure and is utilizing the tools that have been put in front of me to the best that I can, really. So yes, a plus point is there's no local sync like the Qt wallet. You can do pretty much everything that you can do on the Qt wallet, bar CLI sort of stuff, terminal stuff, which the majority of people don't anyway. So yes, so wallet logic is nothing like how the Qt wallet works. There's been a lot of performance tuning for different types of systems, and I'm hoping that with the way things are looking right now, many of the projects might fork it and use that for their projects, which is great if they do. So the wallet features, let me just bring something up here. Okay, so the wallet features a multi-wallet manager screen, whereas before you would have to have a different wallet DAP file for like sorting the subject matter of wallets and things like that, but with one sort of encrypted login. Well, this gives you the opportunity to have multiple HD wallets or legacy wallets on one choice screen. And you can view these wallets based on list view. So you can list all the wallets in front of you, or you can also view them based on tile view, which is more like a home screen on Android or Apple. I know that some people prefer that, and I deliberately did that for a reason, which I'll mention at the end. So yes, you can create or even import legacy or HD wallets using a key or a mnemonic seed. You can also back up and restore all of the wallets that is within this new wallet. So you can do that all in one and have a separate encryption for that, and then it will call each wallet within it with its own encryption as well, which you put in place originally. The encryption was actually built by Yeti, so hopefully he should be all right. Each wallet you can custom name on the wallet choice screen as well. One thing that I added, which I thought was pretty cool, is you can customize the background of each wallet cell. So you can choose any metadata linked sort of CID, such as a GIF or an image or something like that, for the background of the actual wallet that on the wallet choice screen. And this applies both to tiles and also list view for that screen as well. If you haven't got any assets on the wallet, you can actually just change the background color. I think this is good for, you know, people who just can't be bothered to read what wallet they want to select, and they just know that the one that they want is green or blue. It also helps for people who have bad eyesight. So also the unlock screen for the wallet features a blurred background for modal window focus, so you can actually just see what you're logging into better. Again, that helps people who are with bad eyesight. And also the actual password field generates tiny RTM logos, which is just a nice little touch, I think. You can also reveal your password as well. So you can actually see what you're typing, but I don't recommend it. When you unlock the wallet, it's direct on chain. So whereas normally you would do obviously a local sync and you would have to wait for the sync to start, it will create a spinning RTM logo as the wallet is pending to load. I would say 8 to 10 seconds you probably have to wait, but at the end of that there's no syncing involved, which obviously with the standard QT wallet does take a lot longer, depending on the last time that you logged in or what block height it closed on. The wallet also features responsive information on something called a Raptor Dash, which tells you how many assets you've got, whether the assets are reissuable, how many of those there is, how many NFTs or fixed assets there is, how many assets you created on this particular wallet that you logged into, the status of the wallet, whether it's unlocked or locked, and also the block height that the overall network's currently at. That works from the Explorer API. Also, the binary score appears in that section as well. The binary score is it's actually XBP, XBP binary points, and that is how you interact with the wallet, and certain actions you get more binary points for, and it's still undecided on how you can flaunt that, but you got a binary score. It's valuable, obviously. Main wallet screen does have a QR code, so for PCs with cameras that you might want to scan to send RTM or assets to your wallet, or if you want to share that with someone, or if you are with someone that has a mobile sort of access to an RTM wallet, who can just scan the QR code with their mobile camera, and that allows you to do so. You can also copy the logged in wallet address and also your public key to the clipboard if you just want to share via standard text means as well. Bottom of the wallet, you have some icons which allow you to exit the wallet, allows you to go back to the wallet screen, gives you the wallet status. It also gives you like a vault, so you can actually blur all the important information on your wallet, including your balances, your addresses, and also some of the asset previews that you're possibly not very proud of. So that it gives you the ability to do that. You also have something called a ritual mode, which I'm still currently working on, and that is education on how to use the wallet. So similarly to how some mainstream UI deployments act, is when you're a first user, you can actually go there and it will give you a quick guide on how to use the wallet, and if you do that, then you can clock up some binary points. Also, there are daily goals that you can actually complete as well within that section, where you can clock up binary points for doing daily tasks by using the functions of the wallet. Some of those functions could be refreshing your balance, or creating an RTM asset, or sending an asset, or things like that. You can work through the wizard in the ritual mode to actually get those binary points as well. Another thing as well is each separate page has a vertical alignment customizer. So each separate page can actually be customized vertically, whether you want it favored to the top of the page, whether you want the modal windows favored to the center, whether you want them pulling to the base. This helps people with different size screens and things like that to make sure that everything's visible on the screen. Also, for those that are wanting further customization, you can actually drag the corner of the modal windows, such as the send window and the market data window, to any size that you like. You can also minimize some of the windows and maximize them. When you minimize them, it produces a little tab at the top right of the wallet, so you can, well, it keeps it tidy really, and you can just click the tab and it reopens them or maximizes them. The asset library is what I'm most proud of. So there is at the top, there's something called a spotlight gallery, which is your most sort of interacted assets or newly interacted assets. They slowly scroll to the left. When you hover over it, the scrolling stops. The assets actually feature some auto tags that the wallet auto gives them when the assets are either sent there or created in the wallet, such as like, this is a rare one. So if you do own a baguette asset, it is a rare one, and you will get that tag next to it when the wallet detects the overall supply of the asset. Baguette. Another rare one is Hunter. I think it's Hunter Moon. Is a rare one, that is. I think there's only 69 of those. It will also tell you on the tags whether you're the creator, various things like that. On the wallet library, you'll also get the thumbnail previews. If they're GIFs, they will auto play, but you don't actually have have to have them autoplay, you can head over to the settings and turn off autoplay. Some people have got bad computers and may not want 50 GIFs autoplaying at the same time, you know. There's no problem in that. So you can have static thumbnails if you wish. For those that have got really terrible systems, I did actually, it was one of my final things I created actually, but I created a new theme called Bird Bones, which is a play on bare bones. And this is a stripped back version of the wallet. So you've got no pretties, you've got no hues or flares, you're not seeing thumbnails or anything like that. I did that so you could actually basically run it on junk hardware. You could literally run it on probably your fridge. I don't know, maybe someone will try it, maybe. But that's why I did that. So if you have a fridge that could run a wallet, then try it out. So you obviously can see your balances of your assets, things like that. The type, which is either updatable or reissuable, or the fixed asset or NFT. Another thing to mention as well is there is a showcase part of the asset field, and if you click on the showcase, it'll produce a card. And I did that so you could share it if you were proud of an asset, or you held a baguette asset or a Hunter Moon, and you really wanted to show your friends or whoever in whatever social media you wanted to flaunt it on, then you can click that showcase button and click any of the links on the actual showcase card, and it will automatically populate either a logged in or a connected social media area. So you can do that on Facebook, Telegram, Discord, Instagram, X, of course. And yeah, so you can do that. If the social media or the way you want to share is not listed, you can actually download the showcase card locally and do what you want with it. It's literally like a PNG of that card. You can't edit it. It's based on what you can see in the wallet. I mean, you don't want people pretending they've got 68 baguettes when really they've only got 0.1 or 1. You know what I mean? Again on the just like the wallet choice screen where you could do tiles a little bit like a home screen on a mobile phone, you can also do that with assets. I did this for a very important reason, which you'll find out soon. And I think there are some people, maybe some of the younger generation, who prefer the way that a mobile phone works in terms of selecting things. And then in this regard, it's assets. So you can do that. If you really don't like an asset that you created, or you don't want it anywhere on your wallet main screen, you can actually hide it into a secret section at the bottom, and then you can go down there and unhide that as well if you decide you want to show it on your main screen again. Asset details, so you can click on an asset and it opens up the more detailed information. You'll get a bigger preview, you'll get a direct link to IPFS where the actual the CID resides on the pin Raptoreum cluster. You'll also see a comprehensive and deep JSON metadata which the asset contains or is connected to. This will help developers to do a lot more and easily access this sort of information, which if you do access the Explorer, for some it can be difficult to actually obtain that information from. The information that obviously is directly on the blockchain for that asset. History's overhauled entirely. You've got previews for both RTM transactions, which is the RTM logo. You've also got previews for the asset that the transaction involved. Confirmations, obviously. the amounts. You can also, so if you receive from an address and you know who that address was, or who it's from, sorry, you can actually add that address to your address book. I haven't even got to the address book. Actually, I'll mention the address book because I don't think I've mentioned it before. So if you receive some RTM or an asset from a different address, but it's from the same person, you can actually group addresses now. So you can click a name and the addresses under the name will appear under the saved addresses. So you don't actually have to say like Hunter, QT, Hunter. You know, you can actually name the address and then have it underneath a master name. A little bit like the way assets work, but with addresses. And you click the drop down and select the one you want for that particular topic, person, use, whatever. Obviously, history also has the standard timestamps and things like that, and the export to CSV for spreadsheets and local storage or whatever you want to do with it, accounting, which helps a lot of people around the world. You can create assets, obviously. If you couldn't, it'd be pointless. So yes, you can create assets. There is the standard creation page, similarly to Qt. Well, not similar. It looks different. With the additional sort of perk on the standard page of having a description underneath your assets, so you can actually create a description. It could be the web address of your project that issued the asset. It could be your social media. It could be a number of things. So you do have space there to create a description and flaunt yourself in more ways than the Qt can at the moment. Obviously, you can add a file to that via our IPFS using that as well. There is also an advanced switch as well for power users where you can stipulate different parameters such as owner address, where the asset will be deployed when it's issued or minted, and a few other things as well for you to play with. Yes. I don't think there's anything else to mention other than if you are a Confetti role holder, and you can see the Confetti Electron Confetti channel where the testing has been taken place previously. Send me a DM if you want to run the wallet with the system that you're currently interested in testing. So Mac OS, Linux, or Windows, and I'll send you the file that you want. If you do find a bug, don't jump in my DMs and start crying about it. Just put in the chat #bug and then tell me your bug directly in the Electron Confetti chat. This way I can just put the hashtag in the search bar and I can find what people have said, and it allows me to easily sort it out rather than going to loads of different direct messages trying to work out what people are talking about. So please, if you can do that. I've also mentioned that on the announcement for it in the Discord and the other areas of social media, and test it out. Hopefully you like it. There is a blog post out as well about it. That's on blog.raptoreum.com. And if you're not already a Confetti roll tester, try and pull on my heartstrings in DM. You can get me on Binarai 1 on Telegram, and also Binarai on the Discord. Be careful on Discord. There's been a lot of clone accounts recently. People pretending to be myself or Charlie or David or other team members with the goal of either getting your private keys or taking all your wallet funds or whatever. So make sure you just double check that the user you're talking to is the user you want to speak to. You can check out the information channel on the Discord just to make sure that the user ID or or username is the correct one. You can just click the user that you are speaking to on that information channel to be directly taken to a direct message with the correct person, including myself. I think that's about it.
Well done.
Thank you.
You covered a lot.
Oh no, I've got something else. There is another wallet that someone has been working on. David gave me the nod this morning because he required that the guy needed to show his legal company that is backing his creation. I think like the other projects that have created things, it's sort of a little bit of security, because if something bad was to happen with a project, then at least there's some sort of connecting the dots in place in terms of that. But yes, that wallet, as far as I understand, is Telegram / Discord based. Let me just double check. It's a web app, so you can sign in with Telegram. You can also sign in with Discord. It's actually a Russian guy who's created it, so go check that out as well. That's app.placenode.pro, or just placenode.pro, and you can check that out. I haven't actually tested it yet, but as far as I understand it, there is Raptoreum mainnet on there, and also USDT BSC20 as well. So I don't know. I need to check that out. Okay. Is that it? Yes, Hunter, you carry on now.
Oh, you might want to look in the chat, the private one, because Yeti's posting some things in there for us to talk about. We can do that after what I'm going to do. So let's start with, okay. Last week I mentioned working on trademarks, and that has basically morphed into brand protection. So it broadens the audience and a lot more potential asset sales. And in fact, why don't I share my screen? Share screen. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Let me go over here. Hopefully you can see my pointer. Yeah. So launching a new brand, start your trademark record now. And essentially this takes, instead of just one asset, it is more for doing your planning stage, meaning before you go public, before you take your brand and put it out there, you use this as a pre-publication asset. And then you have your first use. When you put it on, your website goes live, or whatever it is that you're doing is live, and you're doing it. That's another asset. And then you have what you could call updates. And the updates are when you are you have new packaging. You have wherever your logo or your trademark is going to appear. Once a quarter, you would go online and go into the form, and we'll go through this next week, going through the form and stuff so you can see it. The point is that you can maintain a record of what you're doing with trademarks, and this is really important for people who take the next step, which is going through a trademark attorney and essentially doing the formal registration process. And this has got everything organized. This is really a good first for a lot of people. And it also provides a valuable record of when things were done. They're time-stamped, so you can prove what's going on. Then, I mean, the attorneys should love this because it saves them an enormous amount of time. So the next thing I'm going to show you is what we've been working on quite a bit, and that's the voice site. The voice site, go here, here we are. Quite a big difference from the last time you saw it, based on our incredible beta tester. David's simply amazing. So what we've done is we took his input and made it very easy for someone who knows what they're doing to jump right in. And you can see this up here. This is from his suggestion. You can go in, you create your array record, look up a record. So this is the welcome back, ready to go box, because he didn't want to wade through everything to get to this point. And you can get rid of that. This, when you first arrive, this is exactly what you would see. And it explains what this is, what it does, public reference point, others can check. We'll go down here, voice center performers and creators. And then we have short answers to common questions. You can click here for more common questions. An important point here is there's a public record notice. This is more for the EU. And your array record is a public reference record. Information you submit to in the declaration will be published and made available for public review. And that essentially takes care of the takedown notice, because on certain sites you have the requirement for if someone wants it taken down to take it down. So this takes care of that. There's no expectation of privacy being set here. And I'm going to go in and show you. So here's the create your array record, what to expect is next. So it takes them through the next steps. And then they begin their trusted access setup, which is the start of the Stripe identity process for array. And because we have to know it's that performer, that creator, that voice artist who is actually making this record. So there is a paper trail, there is a timeline and an evidence, so to speak, so that you can prove who did this. Let's see. Let me go to, this is, I've mentioned this before about the creativity that's out there. And last night on our dev call for Vray, Mark and Vray Record, Small Paul came up with something along the way from last week, and I'll show that to you now. And that is freehold IP. I think we did mention this. Authority you can prove, a power of attorney or fiduciary appointment, an institution can confirm in seconds. So in force, not revoked. So this is a whole new market, and it is a blue ocean market, meaning it's wide open. So we're going to set, dare I say it, another standard. And it really is a wonderful tool for attorneys and others to use to see if the power of attorney that you hold is in effect, because the person who issues that power of attorney is the one who's in charge. So now I have to admit, I have not gone through this whole thing because I've got other things that I've been doing. So, but from what I've seen, it's just so powerful. And that gave us this idea to essentially, what else can we do with this? We were kind of brainstorming, and I mentioned there's this product called Woke Water. And Woke Water is a nutritional drink that's sold at festivals currently in the southeast of the United States. And we started doing some brainstorming last night of how we could use this and what can we use it for? And I thought, well, okay, once I'm through with going through the Raybark and Beret record, that I can kind of do some brainstorming on this. And lo and behold, over dinner, I couldn't get the creative juices started flowing, and I thought, oh, Wook water is going to be kind of an interesting use case. But let me show you what's kind of interesting. Here is one small aspect to this. There is an issue with festivals and concerts, even World Cup, with fake tickets. And so even if you have a QR code, you can duplicate the QR code, and then you have multiple people going through the gate, so to speak. And so what we've come up with, and I say we, mostly Small Paul, but between Binarai and myself, we all kind of went, okay. So I'm going to click on this little guy. That was, here, let me just explain that. Very groovy VIP is a let's say you have Wookwater is going to have a VIP tent at a festival. Well, this is the pass that they would get in their freehold IP. I won't call it a wallet, but I'll call it a wallet for now. And so when they show up, all they got to do is click that. And you'll notice what happens. The live pass refreshes in this case, 5 seconds. So that way you can't reuse it. It's going to change every 15 seconds. So it eliminates the possibility for someone or for people to use one QR code and go through. So that has some pretty enormous ramifications. And I'll leave it to you to kind of put two and two together now. We do have someone at Wookwater that I know personally who I'm going to mention this to and see what they think. There's a lot of possibilities here with journeys collecting relics, and it's pretty verified, issued by Wookwater. This is how you can verify something is real, and it's using the same underlying technology as the freehold IP, the authority use case. So there are 4 right there. There's more coming, and I think it, for a dead coin, just stop, will you? Goodness. There's a lot going on, as you can see, between the wallet and this. It just says that there are people out there that see what this is and are developing things, and it's a big difference from last year. And I might add that some of the inspiration is from when Binarai and I were doing the chain reaction videos, trying to come up with ideas. Hey, develop this, develop that. Well, it got to the point where we were coming up with ideas, so why not develop them? And I'm glad to say that has taken place. And so for now, I will stop sharing my screen. Let me stop sharing my screen. There we go. I'm back. Where are you? There you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you perused what's next and what you want to talk about? Or
okay, so I'm not going to tell you what it is. We're not actually going to do it today because it's something that I will not present in the right way. In my opinion, I'll miss some things out and I'll make certain people cringe. But it's there there is obviously we've announced today the Electron wallet, the new one for the private testers, but there's something else that's been in development, which for those in the know that it's absolutely huge, and it's created by Yeti, who is a recently joined developer for Raptoreum, and I'm going to do a special recording with Yeti, possibly tomorrow or this weekend evening, and I'm going to create a special announcement for that as well, because it's super cool. And this is why I call the stream Thinking Overclock, because there's so many minds around the project, in building various aspects of the ecosystem, which can really do a lot for the world. And Yeti's work has impressed me big time. Some of the things that he's just shared over the last few days now, it's just brilliant, and the possibilities are just unreal. So again, when Hunter says something about not doing anything, or what did you say, Hunter? Anyway,
it's certainly you know what, reverse psychology. Yes, it's a dead coin.
Yes, a dead coin.
It's a dead coin. Never mind, move along. Just ignore it.
So the point is, there's so much stuff going on with Raptoreum. It's in our opinion, it's far from dead. So it's up to you to make your own idea of the value based on the sort of the puzzle pieces that are slowly being shown to you. But for us in the team, you know,
we should have this.
The passion and our goals are even stronger every time we see new parts of this. So
we're zombies. We're zombies. That's it. We need to have an update called Zombieland and feature more. There's more coming too. That's what's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Is there anything else we need to talk about, Hunter?
Other than England versus Panama World Cup, and you know, hey, we didn't get blown out, so Panama was happy about that.
Yeah, you didn't.
Because you know, England invented football.
Yeah.
Are you happy I said football and not soccer?
Yeah, I did have an issue yesterday when you called it soccer.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. You got your panties in an uproar on that one.
Yeah, I did watch the match earlier with, what was it, DR Congo, something like that, and we were 1-0 down, and it wasn't looking great, but we won 2-1. If you are offended by my spoiler and you haven't watched it yet, I do apologize. Not really. But yes, it's I don't even like football. I don't even know why I'm sounding like I'm interested. I don't like football.
You call it footy. You call it footy.
Footy.
Yeah. Footy. That's your nickname.
Yeah. If you ask somebody if they want a game, you would say, you want a game of footy?
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we'll just leave it at that, Hunter, for now. Okay. Again, I'll just remind people, after the stream ends, we're going to be doing a bomb of rain. That's real Raptoreum coins in the stream party chat. If you're not already there, the link is at the top right of the stream. Discord.gg/Raptoreum. If you haven't already hit that like button, do it, or don't do it,
or not.
Yeah, I think we've stopped doing that now. So that not like thing.
Yeah.
Also, if you want,
have some comments.
Oh, do we? All right. Well, I'll check those out. In fact, I'll just check them out now.
On YouTube, Dr. Mr. Lord X.
Oh, right. Okay.
He mentions the use case.
Okay.
We have some people in stream.
Yeti's in there.
Yes, Yeti's in both.
Homer Simpson says, howdy all, you guys are competing with the World Cup. Who else is playing at the moment? Like matches
You're
on right
asking
now?
me? Not a clue. I have not been paying too much attention.
DM Lord X says that's an interesting use case. It would definitely get our projects out there in front of the public if people at concerts are going to use freehold IP at the VIP tents. That's in regards to what you've shown, Hunter. Yeti says Binarai has a screenshot that he's refusing to even show. Yeti, you messaged me during the stream saying, about basically me taking the dev limelight and this. I've mentioned your name throughout this, even on all the posts that I put out on social media. We bring you this Electron wallet from Binarai and Yeti. Here's a gift from Binarai and Yeti. All the hard work from Binarai and Yeti. I know you really want to wave the flag for this amazing development, which is probably going to make my work look stupid. In fact, I know it is. But I think we're going to make it a special one just for Yeti. So I'm gonna do a recording with Yeti, and
He's trolling us.
we're gonna do a special sort of announcement and release. Are we doing two? Are we doing two Yeti? Maybe two. Maybe. Okay. So he's got 200% ready and 2 in progress. Yeah, Yeti, you've said too much, man. You've said too much. All right. So if you're really scratching your heads about the Raptoreum project, then hopefully you're watching this stream right now, because there's a few little Easter eggs in the chat. All right. Okay. All right. We'll roll this up now, and Yeti can have his own limelight, maybe tomorrow evening or the weekend. We'll have a chat, Yeti, and
Yeti and Bigfoot are one, says Homer.
Okay. We're on X. That's at Raptoreum. We're on Instagram again, Raptoreum. We're on Threads as well at Raptoreum. Facebook at Raptoreum. Do you know what, mate? I'm not going to go through them all. We're all over the
description.
We're all over the place in the description. Just check that out. Click the links if you want to go to any of our profiles. Just do that. We will be back here same time, same place next week, all being well. Obviously, I'm going to push a video out with a recording with Yeti. You need to watch that. And I think that's it.
Cool.
Don't forget the rain at the Discord. If you're a confetti roll holder, tell me what system you've got and I'll send you the wallet file for you to test out the new Raptoreum HD wallet 2.0, created by Yeti. I'll say it again, Yeti.
Wait, what? What? Yeti? Oh.
Yeti's got his own theme as well. He's got his own theme. Yeti. In case I did, sorry, I didn't mention it, did I? Yeti's got his own theme on there as well, and he helped create that. Okay, Fudweiser. I know you're feeling left out, but yes, your theme is on there as well. I'm mentioning
Still
you.
There.
Yes. Fudweiser has a theme.
I don't have one, but
do you feel left out, Hunter?
No, that's okay. I don't. Mine would be red, white, and blue, right?
I don't know. It's up to you. All right. Maybe Hunter will have a theme one day, because I'm sensing a bit of theme jealousy, maybe. I don't know. We'll soon find out his real thoughts when he gets an illness, which tends to bring out the best in Hunter.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes. Rain at the Discord shortly. And I've been Paul Mills from Raptoreum Core. To my right,
Hunter Schultz.
What do you do?
Strategic Director.
And what are your final words for the community?
Where there's a will, there's a relative.
You've said that so many times.
Yeah, but it's appropriate.
You need to think of a good final thought for next time. Next time,
Okay.
like you don't have to do it now.
Next
Like,
time.
all right. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. Catch you later. Love you all.
Cheers.